Today we're looking at order of operations. That's what the majority of this unit's about. So that's what we'll be working on to start with. On page 109 there in your workbooks, PEMDAS is the order of operations we need to follow when evaluating expressions with multiple, and that should probably say operations. All right, so then obviously PEMDAS is the order that we're following. Starting off with the P. What's the P stand for? Parentheses. The P is parentheses. Any parentheses have to get done first, whatever's inside the parentheses. Once you're inside the parentheses, the order of operations starts over again. So if you've got parentheses inside of parentheses, then you have those parentheses. That makes sense? What's the E? Exponents. So we got our parentheses, and then we do exponents. All right, the next part is where people sometimes make a mistake. What's the M? And the D? So we got multiplication and division. Where people make a mistake is they think multiplication has to get done first because it's PEMDAS. M comes before D. But that's not how that works, okay? You'll notice here it says multiplication or division, okay? In that little box off towards the right, what we've got, it's got multiplication and division are BFFs. If there's ever any proof I did not write this workbook, it's stuff like that. But the way they work then, whichever comes first, going from left to right, is solved first. All right, so if I've got 9 divided by 3 times 2, we just go left to right. We don't do the multiplication first. The division gets done first because it's on further left. Okay? Any questions on that? It's not a major thing, but that is where some people do make mistakes. The other one that's the same or similar is the A and the S. What's the A and the S? Addition and subtraction. They work out the same way, okay? Again, it says or. And again, if you look to the right in your workbook, addition and subtraction are BFFs. And whichever comes first, left to right, is what you solve first. Okay, y'all have worked with order of operations at least some before. So this shouldn't be too bad. It's just following the steps, going in the correct order. Other things we need to know, page 110. The symbols, the X and the dot, both represent multiplication. However, parentheses also represent multiplication. So if you remember from working with distributive property, what that's saying is if you see a number next to a parentheses, that means we're going to multiply. Along similar lines, a fraction, what type of math is a fraction? Division. It's like you're taking the numerator and dividing by the denominator. So if you have A over B, like it shows, that's the same as A divided by B. Okay? Any questions on that? All right, so what do I do first?
13 plus 7.
We do our parentheses first, at 13 plus 7. So I still got the 10. I got minus 8. That's 20. I left the parentheses there, but we've already done what's inside. All right, after the parentheses, what's next? Exponents are next. So I got 10 minus 8 times 20 divided by, now that's 16. All right, now we do multiplication and division from left to right. So I've got 10 minus, I'll do the multiplication there, that's 160. Then we would have divided by 16. So we got 10. 160 divided by 16 is 10. 10 minus 10, that would give me 0. So that was that the second example there on page 110? B. All right, we follow? It's just a matter of going through those steps, okay? There at the bottom of 110, same type idea. So we got 50 plus 6 times, we do the parentheses. 12 divided by 4 is 3 minus 8 squared. We got 50 plus 6 times 3 minus 64. We do the multiplication. 50 plus 18 minus 64. Addition, subtraction from left to right. So 50 plus 18 is 68. Still got minus 64. 68 minus 64, 4. I'm going to skip that one in the middle. I want to do that one on the right, though. It looks a little odd, right? Or a little different. When you see something like that, and you've got kind of an expression over something, do the top first. All right, think of it like the top is in parentheses, okay? So on top, we do 2 plus 5, that's 7, and that's still over 4. 8 times 7 is 56, and now we're dividing by 4. 56 divided by 4 will give me 14. Okay? kind of follow on that? So if you see something over something, do the top part first. Save that division for the end. If there was like parentheses and stuff on the bottom, kind of do the top and bottom as separate problems.